Good evening and welcome to the high school football game of the week here on today's Country 105.7. Sean Larken with you, Michael back in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, it is playoff time, and we are fired up. It is the by-district round of the Division II Select playoffs. I'll probably mix that up about 15 times tonight, so bear with me, but I can promise you this. We will not have a better mascot matchup in any bracket, any division, any round than we have here tonight. We are in Leesville, home of the Wampus Cats, and they are taking on the Kenner Discovery Health Sciences Academy Swamp Owls. It is Wampus Cats and Swamp Owls here tonight in Leesville in the by-district round, and I will say this as well. That'll be the one time I say the Kenner Discovery Health Sciences Academy. They will be Kenner Discovery from here on out. Should be a fun one, a 14-19 matchup, and the winner moves on to the regional round of the D2 Select playoffs, and they will face Lake Charles College Prep. But again, we have a game to sort out here tonight, about 15 minutes or so until kickoff. The band's out here on the field getting everybody fired up. The Wampus Cats will run out here momentarily. We'll have the national anthem, and we will have playoff football. Again, Kenner Discovery making the 4-hour or so trip to Leesville tonight. Leesville in the playoffs for the 10th straight season. Look, a few weeks ago, if we rewind about a month ago, playoffs weren't really a lock. It was kind of a pipe dream. They had to get hot, and Leesville did so, winning their last 4 games. We called it a few weeks back. Said that if they get that game against DeRidder for the Hooper Trophy, that they could very well run the table and make a playoff push. They did that, and they also are here at home hosting a playoff game for the 3rd straight season. Again, looking to win a game in the playoffs for the 2nd straight season. Last year, as you recall, they went all the way to the semifinals, losing to E.D. White. But what a run that was with that group. This is a new group, new journey. Should be a lot of fun. Looks like we're about to have the national anthem and the prayer, all that good stuff. So we will take a break, come back, set the stage a little bit more, and have kickoff of the Division II Select by-district round of the playoffs. Kenner Discovery, Leesville. It's game of the week on today's Country 105.7.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Craft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
It's fall on the Bend, the perfect time to enjoy the great outdoors on Toledo Bend. Sabine River Authority invites you to head to Toledo Bend. Enjoy waterfront cabins at Cypress Bend Park or RVing at Pleasure Point and San Miguel Parks. There's plenty to do along Louisiana's largest waterway. Fish, boat, swim, and barbecue. Sabine River Authority, managing Louisiana's recreation destination. And this holiday season, plan a visit to Cypress Bend Park for festive holiday lights along the Bend. Sabine River Authority brings Toledo Bend to life.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
This is State Representative Charles Owen. I'd like to wish the players, coaches, and managers of the Leesville High School Wampus Cats every success in this 2025 football season. I know you've worked very hard in the offseason, and I know your hard work and dedication are about to pay off for you in this new year. Your effort will make your community, your family, and your classmates at LHS proud of you, and you will earn everything that you get on that playing field. Thank you for your efforts. Go Cats.
Hello, I'm Jacob McKee, owner of McKee Agency, and we're here to kick off the football season with peace of mind. At McKee Agency, we know the game isn't just about touchdowns. It's about protecting your team, too. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got the coverage you need to stay ahead of the game. Our expert agents are here to help you tackle any challenge so you can focus on cheering for your favorite team. Score big with McKee Agency, your choice for insurance. Call us today and get a free quote, 337-238-2832. Because every play counts, and so does every policy. McKee Agency, where protection is our game plan.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Barksdale Federal Credit Union cares about you and your finances. That's why we offer free tools, like free financial counseling, free access to your credit score with monitoring tools and goal settings, and a free money management tool so you can see all of your accounts in one place, even from other banks. Offering more for over 70 years at Barksdale Federal Credit Union. Barksdale Federal Credit Union, celebrating 70 years. Federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Football season at Benoit Motors, we're here to help you avoid the fumble and cheer every drive with unbeatable deals across all your favorite brands. Nissan, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, Chevrolet, and GMC. Whether you're looking for a tough Ram to tackle any job, a sleek Nissan to drive the field, or a Ford or Chevy ready to rush through your day, Benoit Motors has the winning lineup. Don't drop the ball on savings. Our prices are touchdown worthy and our service is championship level. So gear up and head to Benoit Motors and let's make this season one to cheer about. BuyBenoit.com. With Benoit, every drive's a victory.
Healthcare is so important. That's why choosing the right pharmacy is just as important as seeing the right doctor. You want someone who treats you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way Pharmacy right here in Leesville is just that place. Thrifty Way Pharmacy is locally owned and operated by a caring and knowledgeable staff that will treat you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way cares for our community. Come home. Come to Thrifty Way Pharmacy. Thrifty Way Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Thrifty Way, your hometown choice.
Welcome back to the high school football game of the week. Moments away from kickoff. The pyrotechnics have went off. The Wampus Cats are now on their sideline in their home black jerseys with the black helmets and gold pants, gold numerals, white trim, white and gold stripes on the shoulders. And now for some, I don't know how this happened, but I now have someone in the booth with me, but they have a Wally pass. I don't even know what that means.
That means I got VIP seating. Folks, do not call 911. That was the fireworks. I know it sounded really loud. It shook the building up here.
Yeah, it was. Were you scared? Did you know that was coming?
I did know it was coming.
Okay. If you don't know, this is our former news director.
Former. Jessica. Yeah, I don't own the station, and I also don't work there. I just came to harass Sean.
That's what I said, former.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got up here. Did you?
You told me to come up.
No, but like through here.
I had this on. I look important.
You do. I mean, you had that around your neck. I looked to see what it was. Last time you were here with me, the Wampus Cats got a victory. Look, I ask you this. Will there be a better matchup, mascot-wise, than the Wampus Cats and the Swamp Owls? Because I don't think so.
Oh.
Now, next week, possibly
Are
could.
these both mythical characters?
I mean, I ain't seen a Swamp Owl, but
I've never seen a Wampus
I've seen an owl in the swamp, baby.
A swamp owl. I'm going to have to Google this.
Also, there's potential, though. This one, and then potential next week. DeRitter has to win tonight, but we could have the Dragons and the Griffins next week.
Oh.
Talk about mythical.
Is it like the Griffin Doors?
No, just like a griffin. It's like a lion and I think it's got wings.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like
Gryffindor. Okay.
But, it's a Griffin.
A Harry Potter matchup.
Sort of, yeah.
There's a such thing as a marsh owl, but not a swamp owl.
Has it got horns?
Yeah, but we can't say anything because,
that's bad for
Wampus cat is in your heart.
It is. Yeah, it's a mythical creature. But anyways, it is probably, like I said, it's not even close. This is the best mascot matchup we're going to have here tonight. Leesville looking to win a home playoff game for the second straight year. They had a few games here last year. They had a bye in the first round, but then played at home against Loyola and then played against Booker T. Washington, went on the road against E.D. White and Thibodeau. Again, the best time for the best run they've had in a while. Got back to the semis. Obviously, the best finish is in the Dome back in 95. But we mentioned it on the pregame before the fireworks went off. This is sort of a similar group, but obviously Xavier Ford's moved on. But a pretty good offense still with Grant Braxton filling in at running back his first full season. You've got Mike Davis out wide, Julius Brown, and Trell Broom obviously has had a fantastic year.
There's the Wampus cat.
And it is.
Where's the swamp owl?
Oh, man, I thought that was it. But that's just a big guy in a green neon shirt.
Yeah, we gotta match him up.
Yeah, they need to fight. Now, Jessica's waving at the Wampus cat.
Y'all know I get distracted easy.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know the numbers.
Coin toss out here as the Swamp Owls in all white. Helmets are kind of a dark blue, navy blue with kind of neon green wings on the side, similar to how the Oregon Ducks kind of do things every now and then. They got neon green trim around the navy numbers. Swamp Owls across the chest. White pants, white jerseys. Again, Leesville on the home unis.
As long as there's no yellow shoes, I'd have a hard time deciphering between yellow shoes and flags.
And it appears Kenner Discovery Health Sciences Academy has won the toss. But we'll see.
This school, Kenner Discovery Health Science Academy. Okay.
And we're saying Kenner Discovery, but for the new listeners we've gained. Again, this is our, all right, let's see. Kenner Discovery's won the toss, and they'll get the football first. So,
receive the opening kickoff. The Wampus Cats will kick off. The Wampus Cats will defend the north end zone.
And the Wampus Cats will defend the north end zone.
And we are get away from scammers while you're calling a football.
This ain't even my real phone in there. We're getting scammers.
Are you saying this is like a burner phone?
That's the station phone, yeah.
You got two phones?
We've upgraded. That's what, when we, the budget.
Yeah, I know, but you got two phones?
That's not my personal phone.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, two phones, yeah.
You know what Kevin Gates said about two phones?
That's it. So it'll be these Swamp Owls getting the football first. And bear with me just a bit because the roster's kind of changed a little bit for them. I actually talked to their coach on the way here today. First season as the head Swamp Owl, Mr. Brian Creighton, came over from West Jefferson previously. He's actually the second coach in program history. First coach, P.J. Spunk, went over to Haynes Academy. But this is a program that has basically started in 2018 with a JV schedule. So once they got a full senior class and then had sophomores, freshmen, juniors, all that good stuff, that's when they really started playing varsity football. So a very young program down there in that New Orleans area in a tough district. Finished 4-6, lost their final 3 games of the season. But, again, in that district, 9-4-8 with St. Charles, Bellchase, and Shaw. It's 3 of the premier programs in the state. Wampus Cats kicking from left to right on your radio dial. If you're familiar with the area, they are kicking towards the school and the gym.
And those are some really sparkly uniforms.
It is. The
helmets. Cheerleaders.
No, theirs.
Cheerleaders, like the dance line.
Oh, yeah.
They're
wow.
really sparkly.
I can't look over there. I've got astigmatism. It'll flare up. Sedmore gets a boot into it. Playoffs are underway. That one's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. And trying to put the moves on the defenders. Still on his feet and going down. Pretty good field position to start. That's Makai Dunbar. 32. See, that's what I got you here for. You're my spotter.
You didn't even know I was coming.
I know.
You didn't even invite me.
Well, I just figured you'd be here.
Oh, is that I was supposed to be telepathic?
Yep.
Okay. Was I right?
Well, let's see. 33, a yard off.
I was really close. 34.
34. They keep moving it up on us.
I was still really close.
And that is where the Swamp Owls will start, going from right to left. Franklin Hernandez in the gun. And he'll keep it on the read option, rolling out. That one a low throw, but caught by Dunbar. Dunbar's got the first down, and Nice little play designed to get the Swamp Owls a first down here on their first play of the game.
By Shannon Tucker. That's first down yardage.
Again, this is a Leesville team that at 1-5, playoffs were not as close in the mirror as they appear. They ran off 4 in a row. They come in hot. Again, polar opposites, both of these teams.
We're definitely in highway to the danger zone.
We're already in the danger zone here on the opening play. This one not going so well, as going down behind the line of scrimmage is Franklin Hernandez, tackled by a host of Wampus Cats. Julius Brown in there. Mason Williams, good to see him back. He battled some injury in the middle of the season, as most of these guys did. There was a lot of shuffling on that defense for Coach Causey. In their wins, the Wampus Cats defense allowing 23 points per game. It's the losses where the points piled up. 40.6 points per game allowed in the losses. 5 wins, 5 losses. 2nd and 13, a blitz coming and going down again. That's another sack. Jacob Fahina coming in there to clean it up. Julius Brown coming in as well. Back-to-back negative plays after the first down. And the Wampus Cat defense has the Swamp Owls in a 3rd and very long. It's like 3rd and about 17. Ball back.
3rd and very long? Is that a technical call?
Yeah. It's,
okay.
I mean, 3rd and 17 is long any way you shake it. Ball's at the Swamp Owl 40. Back in the gun is Hernandez. One back to his left. 4 receivers in the formation. Now the back goes in motion. Quarterback keeper. He's looking for some running room, and he's not going to get it. Maybe got a yard to the 41, and that's not the best 3rd and 17 play.
I would kick it right here.
I think they're going to. That's a good call. I've seen crazier plays. So after the 1 first down, Leesville defense holds, and they will force what we think is going to be a punt. Jessica says so.
That's what I say. I'm not a football coach, though, so.
Well, some football coaches don't punt. Some of them are terrible. This one a pretty good snap. Wampus Cats get back there quickly, but a nice punt to get it off, and that one was nearly touched back there. And getting away from it there at the last second, Javon Edwards. That took a wicked bounce.
Wampus Cats take over 1st and 10, beginning from their 31-yard line.
And so after the punt, Trail Broom and the Wampus Cats take over at their own 31. Trail had a fantastic 2nd season as the starter again. As before we can get going, we're going to have a whistle. And it looks like a timeout. So looks like the Swamp Owls take a timeout. We'll take it with them. No score. Leesville getting the football after this on the high school football game of the week.
Attention! Champion Homes Leesville is hiring skilled craftsmen to join their expanding team. Whether you're an electrician, plumber, welder, or mechanic, they have a spot for you. Benefits include company match 401k, paid vacation and holidays, medical, prescription, dental, vision, and life insurance. Still not convinced? Get this. They offer weekly production bonuses and a chance to be entered into weekly drawings of $500 with perfect work attendance. And you're eligible to purchase a Champion Home at retail cost after 1 year of employment. Don't overthink it. Visit championhomes.com to apply today.
Trail Broom and the Wampus Cat offense start here after the timeout from their own 31. First time with football for the Wampus Cats. Broom with Braxton to his right. He's going up top. He's got Julius Brown, and Julius Brown is opening 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. 1 play. 69 yards. Touchdown. Broom to Brown, and the Wampus Cats strike first.
Oh, they got glitter confetti bombs?
Yeah, we're gonna get some damage up here. I bring home confetti in my box almost every time I'm here.
You hear that, Mike?
9:17. Leesville got it with 9:28. 11 seconds there on the board, and Said Moore lining up for the extra point, and it's good. Wampus Cats, one play, 69 yards. Room to Brown. They lead Kinder Discovery 7-0. It's the Division II Select 5-district playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
Sports is all about team building. Winning's the goal, but the real learning experience is becoming a team member. And each young athlete is part of the team. The team at West Louisiana Dental Center proudly supports the Wampus Cats. From front desk reception to hygienist and orthodontist to family practice dentistry, their team salutes our young athletes on their teams. All sports, all teams, go team. West Louisiana Dental, 103 Bellevue in Leesville.
Wampus Cats go 69 yards in one play. Took 11 seconds. They lead 7-0. We said it's the first of two playoff games tonight in the area. Down the street at DeRitter, they're already up on Eunice 7-0. Connor Rushford into the end zone there. If you want to flip back and forth.
I was going to say, they apparently had fireworks, too.
They did.
Yeah.
I was just told that as well on a text message.
Yeah.
Everybody's shooting off fireworks tonight. But if you want to hear that one on 95.7 with Derek and Mike. And Ed Moore puts a boot into this one. That one, a great kick. It's going to die inside the 5. And now out with it is Dunbar. Dunbar going to have to make something happen, and the Wampus Cat defense swarm him. He is down at the 6. That's where forward progress takes him, and not a good spot for the Wampus Cats, or for the Swamp Owls.
I was about to say, are you sure?
That's a great spot for the Wampus Cats, who, again, allowed a first down on the first play from scrimmage, and then 2 sacks, and then a 1-yard gain on 3rd and 17. Forced the punt.
They'll begin 1st and 10 from their 6.
So down a score. Franklin Hernandez and the Swamp Owls will start at their own 6. They'll hand this one off, and that is going to be Christian Torres, and he is bottled up. Maybe got a yard on that one. That Wampus Cat's really active down there on the sideline. Jessica.
Yeah, they are.
Is that who you've been waving at the whole time? Just every time he comes by?
Yeah, I love the mascot.
Some of them scare me.
I want to see the Swamp Owl.
It may be flying here. It's a 4-hour drive, so.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Outside of New Orleans, Kenner. Or as some down there say Kenna. 2nd down and 9. Torres got a yard. Now he goes in motion to the left of the formation. That one a low snap, but fielded. That's Dunbar. Dunbar kind of making something happen here, and he's into the open field at the 30. Broke some ankles back at about the 15. Picks up the first down, kind of the Wildcat formation. I guess they call it the Wild Owl formation. And Mekhi Dunbar moves the chains and gets, for the moment, gets Kinder Discovery out of their own end zone at least, and maybe flips the field. But down 7-0. They're looking to try to at least match the score here. This is their second drive on offense. Again, the winner of this game moves on to the regional round. If it's Leesville, they won't have a far drive at all as the 3-seed LCCP awaits.
Maybe it's just hard to conceptualize a mascot suit.
I think it would be. They'll go with Dunbar again, and he is hit immediately at the line of scrimmage, still on his feet. And then finally, the rest of the Wampus Cat defense swarms him. And again, he might have gotten a yard up to the 35.
Down at the bottom is Jalen Tucker.
And we will have a timeout on the field, and that is Kinder Discovery's second already here in the first quarter. Kind of,
hey, Pops is here. It's a party now.
Feels like I'm watching the LSU Tigers offense already burning some timeouts. So 2 gone. Took a 30-second break. Wampus Cats lead 7-0 on the high school football game of the week.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Here out of the timeout again. Already 2 burned for the Swamp Owls. And it looks like Dunbar back in the Wildcat formation again. He'll move Torres in motion. And now the counter, and he'll keep it on the read option. He'll have to try to get outside, and a good job out there on the far sideline. Good tackling. That's Jalen James in there to clean up the outside run. Maybe a yard or two, and that'll set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Second drive of the game for Kinder Discovery Health Sciences Academy. There's Vice Principal Maddox down there. He said
I see a bunch of local celebrities.
Yeah, I mean, just everywhere. Ms. Heyman, Principal Heyman, Vice Principal Maddox. About halfway through the opening quarter, Leesville's had it. If you're just joining us, you might have blinked and missed the touchdown. One play, 69 yards, trail broom to Julius Brown. That was their first play from scrimmage. Now 3rd and 8, and Dunbar in the Wildcat on the read option keeps it, and Pahinig wrangles him down for a loss of about 1 or 2 on 3rd and 8. Again, not much doing here for the Owls, as that'll be another punt. So they get one big play. And
I would definitely punt here.
You have to, but if Leesville scores again real quick, they might have to start going for it.
I'm so glad you know what they're doing.
Well, I don't, just assume.
Saying, I know. Like, I'm glad you know what you're calling. So I definitely don't.
You just shout out songs.
Yeah. They play Gator Boots again. I'm on it.
Golden Ross back to punt as the Swamp Owls run on a man late. Play clock at 8 seconds, so they've got plenty of time. Strapping up the headgear, the up man goes, and some movement by the left tackle. Leesville might have kind of coaxed that movement as they kind of fake shifted. But the left tackle in the punt formation kind of rocked backwards. We'll see because, again, you can make the argument Leesville kind of influenced the movement. They call that, I'm trying to think of what the rule was in college. Yeah, that's on Leesville. Disconcerting signals is what they call that rule, where you fake like that you're shifting and you start you make them jump or whatever. Disconcerting signals, so free 5. So still a punting situation on 4th and 3. This one is off and away from the returner, Edwards. He'll let it roll out of bounds, or not quite out of bounds. It'll die just inside the 25 at the 24. With 5:33 to play, this will be Leesville's second possession. Is this too legit? No, I was thinking this was too legit to quit, but then they started playing that synthesizer.
I thought it was too.
Offense will begin 1st and 10 at their 24-yard line.
So Trail Broom already 1 for 1 with a touchdown. Regardless of what happens here, his numbers are going to decrease astronomically unless he throws another touchdown pass. He's got Grant Braxton to his left in the gun. He'll go to the ground. And the handoff, just a minimal gain as Braxton crosses the 25 up to let's see if they mark him at 27. Braxton has, again, this program has churned out some really good running backs from the Collinses, the Galashaws, the Fords.
2nd and 8.
So a gain of 2, and now Braxton gets it coming near side. Can he get a couple of blocks? He's got him. He cuts back in, and he is tackled at the 40, but not before he picks up a first down. A tackle made there by Christian Torres.
Christian Torres with the tackle.
But again, having to follow up the year that Xavier had, Grant Braxton has done that very well. Again, had a fantastic season for the Wampus Cats. And another first down. Broom in the gun. He's looking to go to the air here. He's got a step as Logan Seavey down there and just out of the reach.
Just out of his reach.
Got a flag down at the 45. Might have some linemen going down the field. Looks like could be Hunter Garten he was close to midfield there, but we'll see if that was after the throw, but just out of the reach of Logan Seavey there.
He was trying. He was running his little heart out.
He laid out for it too. And it is an eligible man down the field, and I had to guess that one probably on number 56, Hunter Garten. He got a little too excited. He was trying to celebrate the touchdown. So they'll mark the penalty yardage off.
Penalty will be assessed against the Wampus Cats.
The penalty is assessed against the Wampus Cats? Is that what they said?
Yep.
Okay.
They had a man go down the field, the lineman. On a pass play, you can't do that.
I'm so glad you... Sean, you're so smart.
Can't do it, Jessica. You just can't do it. As a matter of fact, that's cheating.
It's cheating?
We can't be cheating up here.
Okay. I got you.
1st and 15. Going to the air again. He's got Davis down there. Davis makes the catch at the 30. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wampus Cats. Brooms,
We're going to
second.
get confetti again. There it goes.
Trail Broom,
confetti.
Mike Davis. Davis has been piling up the touchdowns this season. He's got one here. And the Wampus Cats make it 2 for 2 on touchdown drives. It's 13-0. Extra point pending.
Hey, we didn't get any confetti that time.
Well, the wind stopped blowing, so. Sedmore lines up for the extra point. Snap down, the hold is good, and the kick is through the uprights. Another big play for the Wampus Cats. This time it's Trell Broom to Mike Davis Jr. Wampus Cats lead the Swamp Owls 14-0 with 4:30 to play in quarter number 1 on the high school football game of the week.
Honey, it's our favorite time of year, and I got you something to celebrate.
A McRib! It's just what I wanted.
Happy McRib season, sweetie.
I love you.
I love you too.
Actually, I was talking to my McRib.
Oh, okay, well, I'll leave you two alone.
Celebrate McRib season with McDonald's. Enjoy the deliciously saucy McRib, only for a limited time and only at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's.
Back here in Leesville where the Wampus Cats this time take a little bit longer, 1 minute 3 seconds. They go 76 yards. Capped off by a 65-yard touchdown pass from Trell Broom to Mike Davis Jr. He's hit Brown and Davis, and this one is going to die right inside the 5. Sedmore has got the pitching wedge out. And on the return, trying to make something happen
He was
there.
juking.
And nothing doing for Reed Daigle. Again, I think Swamp Owls have tried to just anticipate that football is just going to bounce and go into the end zone, but it keeps dying right at the 5.
I thought it was going through the tuning fork for sure.
And, again, if you don't get on it, that's a live ball. So, just awful field position to start again for Kinder Discovery. Their own 3. That is not where you want to be, Jessica. You don't want to be inside your 5. You want to start at like the 30.
Yeah, I want to be like at the 30
Or,
or
I mean,
the 40.
obviously you'd like to return it all the way, but down 14, it's getting dicey here in quarter number 1. Still 4:23 to play in the opening quarter. Back in at quarterback Franklin Hernandez, they went with the Wild Owl formation and handoff. And that's going to be Torres, and that might be a safety. We'll see. It looks like the line judge coming in and marking him at the 1, so it might be a loss of a couple. Leesville defenders wanted a safety there, but they may get one on this play as now a loss of 2 and snapping it from the shadow of their own end zone.
Wally's going to wave at me one of these times. He's going to see me.
He can't see you up here.
It's a rigatoni.
You think Wally's Italian?
Yeah, he might be.
So, 2nd down and 12, ball at the 1. Kinder Discovery. And showing blitz. I think Corey Celestine might have jumped into the neutral zone. We'll see. And he does. So that'll be a break there for Kinder Discovery, who, again.
What kind of penalty is that?
5 yards.
5 yards? Okay.
5-yard offside penalty assessed.
If I would just wait, that guy
That's it,
there
yeah.
tells me. I want you to tell me, though, Sean.
Okay. Again, this district that Kinder Discovery in, when you're a fairly new program in the New Orleans area, it is tough to try to build it from the ground up. And 2nd and 7 here. That one going to be thrown over the middle and just over the head of the intended receiver.
That's incomplete. Intended for number 13, Adrian Arici.
Adrian Aravici, the intended receiver. But again, that one sailed over his head. Hernandez was having some pressure bear down on him there. But this district that Kinder Discovery is in, the 9-4A district, St. Charles is arguably one of the best teams in the state of Louisiana. Belle Chase, the 2, and Archbishop Shaw is one of the premier programs down in that area as well. So it's a tough go to try to compete there. And now some pressure. Getting out of there is going to be Hernandez, and then he's going to be bottled up. A loss all the way back at the 1. Again, right in the shadow of that end zone. A near safety. I think that was Pahinik. Darren Brown in there, and it looks like Julius Brown kind of slow to get up over there as he kind of hunched over. Definitely don't need to lose him. And that'll bring on the punting unit. This one will be tough. Jess, we might have a punt block situation here because there ain't a whole lot of room to.
What's that?
You'll see.
Okay, I'm watching.
Again, back in his.
How do you memorize all this stuff?
You don't really. You just gotta guess. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes you're not.
Sometimes you're
Bolton
right.
Ross back there with his heels on the back of the line. He does get it off. But this could be good return.
Oh, it is.
For Edwards, and he is off in the races at the 20, cuts inside and out, and then down at the 16. But again, he caught that on a run, not a high trajectory. He, as one of the sideline coaches is telling him, you got all that sideline, but he cut it up the middle. Still a decent return, and Leesville in business.
He had a lot of sideline. I'm not going to judge him, though, because I'm not the one playing, so.
Yeah, in the moment, it's
hard. That's hard stuff.
Like his coach said, he probably had a ton of green grass, which now that the weather's changed, it's starting to die.
Peripheral vision out of these helmets ain't that great.
No, it's not. It's tough. So Leesville will take over at their own 16. At Kenner Discovery's 16. That's where you want to be on field position. And again, 2 for 2 on scoring drives already, looking to really turn this one on its head here. 14-0, 2:39 to play in the quarter. Broom to throw, and he's got Pahinig out there inside the 10. He makes a move inside the 5, stays on his feet. Touchdown, Wampus Cats.
Wow.
He was shaking Swamp Owls off left and right.
He was.
And he broke through into the end zone. Wampus Cats answer again. It's 20-0 with 2:29 to play in the first quarter. A 16-yard catch and run by Jacob Pahinik. The third touchdown pass of the night for Trell Broom. And we're not even out of the first quarter. Another 10-second scoring drive as well. Sedmore on to kick the extra point. He made all 8 of them last week. And that one he kicks his lineman in the back. So luckily I didn't jinx it because he had already kicked it. No good. However, it's been all good so far for the Wampus Cats. 2:29 to play in quarter number 1. Wampus Cats 20, Kenner Discovery 0. The Division II Select playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright would like to take this time to remind everyone of the importance of not driving while under the influence. Never get behind the wheel of an automobile while impaired. Drinking and driving is a behavior that endangers lives, including your own. Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright and his staff would like to commend the hard work shown throughout our area high school sports programs. Congratulations on a job well done.
With 2:29 to play here in quarter number 1, Wampus Cats 20, Kenner Discovery 0. 3 touchdown passes by Trell Broom. The first one on the first play from scrimmage for the Wampus Cats. 69-yard touchdown to Julius Brown, and then a 65-yard touchdown to Mike Davis Jr. on the second drive. And most recently, Jacob Pahinik got in on the scoring, a 16-yard touchdown. Wampus Cats go 16 yards in one play in 10 seconds. This is going to be fielded at the 9-yard line. And on the return up to the 20.
Brown, Jerry, first man, Jaleel Bond, number 23.
The Wampus Cats have only ran 5 offensive plays. That is a pretty good clip. 3 touchdowns in 5 plays. And that's about how you draw it up every time if you could. But again, Kenner Discovery in a deep hole here. This time a little bit better field position. They started the opening drive of the game at their own 34. Since then, the own 6, their own 3, and now their own 21. So now they're in a deep hole down 20, and we are not out of the first quarter. And we have a whistle and a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Again, just 2 games in the area this week. DeRidder playing at home in a rematch of Week 6 where they beat the Eunice Bobcats 13-12 the last time. A little bit different story tonight. Anna Rushford had the touchdown to put the Dragons up 7-0, and then a 60-yard touchdown run by Javon Fairley has the Dragons out in front. 14-0. Again, if you want to flip back and forth, a game on 95.7 KROJ.
He's on 95.7.
He is.
Derek calling sports. Can you imagine?
Not that Derek. Derek Lee.
It's a different Derek.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know Derek.
I don't know
New
Derek. Okay, new Derek.
He played for Leesville.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know what that tells me? That tells me you don't listen to our show on Tuesday nights.
I don't.
I know. You didn't have to
Mostly
say.
because I work like 3 or 4 jobs.
What a grinder.
I'm telling you, I'm here right now for free.
You're right. KDHSA in a hole, and they'll throw this down the flat. Big hit, incomplete.
No, that was a fumble.
Well, it would have been if he'd have had it for a little bit longer. So didn't have quite enough possession.
This is why I yell at my TV a lot.
Yeah, but you know what?
That looked like a fumble.
You know what he didn't do,
What's
though?
that?
He didn't make a football move. He didn't take 2 steps after he got possession.
Fair enough.
They call it a football move. Great hit there by Juju Brown.
I'm calling it a fumble still.
Julie's had a fantastic
This is why I'm not
freshman year and now a sophomore. He's been playing both sides of the football this season. 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Hernandez and the offense for the Swamp Owls, they got to get something going. Again, Leesville's ran 5 plays and scored on 3 of them.
Man, it feels great out there.
It does, but it's still hot.
Yeah.
Today was hot, and it was 29 degrees on Tuesday. They'll send a man in motion, and they'll give it, and bouncing it outside is going to be Dunbar. Dunbar's looked pretty elusive out there. He gets up across the 31. Nice play. I think that might be enough for the first down. Lasheen West back there on the tackle. Yeah, Mekhi Dunbar has been the go-to guy. He's kind of been all over the formations. He's lined up in the Wildcat or the Wild Swamp Owl. And he does move the chains. That is the first down. A couple of drives as Kenner Discovery went 3 and out on their most recent drive before this one. It's been a big play and then 3 straight negatives on the first 2 drives and then a 3 and out just a minute ago. Minute 52 left in the opening quarter. And the gun goes Hernandez. He's rolling to the far side. Making the catch over there is Daigle. And Daigle rode out of bounds on the far sideline. 1:40 to play here in quarter number 1. If you're Kenner Discovery, you're just looking to get out of the quarter. It's been an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for him. Listen, I'm not supposed to be biased, but I'm going for the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, look.
It's a home team. But I would like to see him get past the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they want to because you don't want to let this get out of hand and get to a running clock here. As they'll get some guys lined up there over on the far side. 2 receivers split out that way. 2 to the near side. They'll motion the running back Torres. Looking to throw is Hernandez, and pocket breaks down on him, and he'll throw that one in. Kind of a miscommunication there. Daigle was looking to go block for him on the scramble. Nearly close to a legal forward pass as he got really close to that line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd and 9 with 63 seconds to play in the quarter. And Wampus Cats 20, Swamp Owls nothing. 21-0 Dragons, so it's getting out of hand over there at Cecil Doyle Memorial Stadium as well. Again, you'll be able to hear us break that one down and this game on Tuesday on the Gridiron Gumbo Show, 6 o'clock p.m., which Jessica does not listen to.
No, I'll listen this week.
3rd and 9. Hernandez dropped back to throw. He's got some pressure. He'll zip this one out on the far side. Catch is made. First down might be made there on the far sideline, depending on the spot. It looks like he may be right at it.
That phone call,
that was Morris in the tight end.
You never get to stop being the news lady. Somebody just called me. Is there a bird ban?
No, that got lifted, didn't it?
Yeah, it's lifted for now.
Even I know that. So no punt here. It is 4th down and about 3. Again, down 20-0 with 56 seconds to play in the quarter. Kenner Discovery's got to have one. You hate to say it's a must-get first down here in the first quarter, but that's what it's looking like. You don't want to give this football back to Leesville with a short field. Hernandez in the gun, and it'll be a quarterback draw. And
is that a quarterback sneak?
Sort of.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I've been wanting to say that this whole time.
Depending on the spot.
It's the only play I know.
Looks like he may be short by about a yard. Looks like they're marking him short of the 42. So that'll be a turnover on downs. Tried the quarterback draw just out of a shotgun. Wampus Cats take over at the Kenner Discovery 41. They'll hand it off. Grant Braxton looking for some running room. Nice cutback. Still on his feet, breaking tackles. Up past the 30. Still on his feet, and he'll finally be tackled by about 3 Swamp Owl defenders at the 25. Grant Braxton, his best run of the night. He's only carried it twice. Again, that is the 6th play from scrimmage Leesville has ran, and it is another first down. They're trying to get another one in here before the quarter. Caden Kaye split out nearest to us. Julius Brown in the slot. Mike Davis at the top of the formation. I'll throw this one to Brown. He makes the catch at 22, puts on the move, still on his feet inside the 10, and they'll finally bring him down inside the 5 up top. They got him up high around the helmet area, but he stayed up inside the 5. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 3-yard line. But a nice play in space there from Broom to Brown. Julius was looking for his 2nd score of the night, and Wampus Cats knocking on the door yet again. First and goal from the 3. This one could be going to Grant Braxton here. Hand off to Braxton, big hole, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Wampus Cats get another one in right before the end of the quarter. 26-0, they lead over Kenner Discovery.
Josh is excited.
Sedmore lining up for the extra point. He's going to try to get a little lift on this one as he kicked his lineman in the back on the last one. Snap down, hold down, and the kick is good. 11 seconds remain here in the opening quarter. We'll just keep it right here as we'll go to a break at the end of the quarter. 27-0, Wampus Cats lead. Again, 27-0 here. 21-0 over at Cecil Doyle Memorial Stadium. That was a 40-second drive for the Wampus Cats. And that one was a 3-play drive. And again, Kenner Discovery turned it over on down, so Leesville had the luxury of snapping it into Swamp Owl territory. So this could get off the rails here, Jessica. It's, these games like this, blowouts. But if these two mascots, like a Swamp Owl and a Wampus Cat, were to fight, like physically,
the Wampus Cat wins every time.
But does it? Because the Swamp Owl can fly away.
No.
Yes, it can.
If you fly away, you're fleeting from the fight. That's not winning.
Sedmore kicks it. That one fielded at the 12.
Here he goes.
Daigle looking to put the moves on a couple of defenders. He does make first one miss, and then the Wampus Cats swarm him there about the 22. Well, look, no, I'm not saying like you just fly away forever.
They didn't swarm him. The Swamp Owls can swarm. The Wampus Cats are pouncing.
No, I know, but like, what if the Swamp Owl is flying in and like, boom, like hits him with their beak and then flies back up and they can't see?
He's a big cat.
Well, cats can be dumb sometimes. I'm not saying the Wampus Cat's dumb. No, yeah, some
I'm going to tell radio you said that.
No, well, radio, I'm allergic to radio, so.
Just radio?
Yes. All cats, but radio, yes, on Tuesdays. This time the Swamp Owls will start at their own 23. 5 seconds left. This should be the final play of the quarter. I'm sure Mike's ready for us to go to break.
Mike, hold the firebolt.
Mean Mike. Hernandez is going to give this one on the ground. That's Torres. Torres dragging a couple of defenders. Helmet comes off, and he's still fighting for more yards.
Wow.
Ran into one of his receivers there at the end, but way to finish the run by Torres. CTE be darned there as he'll hop off And that is the end of the first quarter. And what an electric first quarter it was for the Wampus Cats. After one, they lead Kinder Discovery 27-0. It is the Division II Select playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
We move to the second quarter here in the Division II Select by-district round of the playoffs. Wampus Cats lead the Swamp Owls of Kinder Discovery 27-0. Swamp Owls playing a 2nd down and 5. We flipped fields. Now they are moving from left to right on your radio dial, and they need points, and they need them quickly. And some early movement. Mason Williams trying to jump the snap there. But we'll see. He might have been coaxed over the line of scrimmage. And instead, it'll be another encroachment penalty on Leesville. Trying to get aggressive. Look, at when I broke down some of the game film, Kinder Discovery, they kind of, a lot of the offense is based around Hernandez's ability to kind of make something happen on the run. When the pocket breaks down, he takes off a lot. He's an elusive guy. And again, they're getting Dunbar involved as well as he's kind of moved around the formations. So now after the penalty, it'll be a 1st and 10. Ball at the 33. Snap, handoff, and met at the line of scrimmage, but still churning forward. There goes the running back. That one, Keelan Ray, his first carry of the night. Again, this is a Leesville team. We had them in week 3 defensively. The first 2 weeks were, look, as plain as day you could put it. They were horrible on defense. Gave up 100 points in 2 games. And then that Manny game, which we saw Manny play DeRitter, and then I had watched him on tape the week before. They were running roughshod over everyone. Leesville pretty much shut them down. And they've made some changes on defense, made some guys play both ways, which they haven't really had to do in the last few years, as this carry on 2nd down goes for maybe a yard. I believe that was Torres on the carry. But, yeah, this is a team that, look, Coach Causey had to kind of make some tweaks and move some guys around. Then they battled injury, and some guys had to step up. They've played a lot of younger guys this year than they have in years past. And those guys have stepped up and made things happen. Look, they lost that game to Iowa and had the rest of their schedule staring down the barrel. And on 3rd down, Pahinek's just going to get back there in the backfield and tell Franklin Hernandez to have a seat, as he didn't even wrap him up, just kind of gave him the old bully shove down. It's a sack for Pahinek on 3rd down, and the punting unit comes on for Kinder Discovery. Pahinek already with a touchdown, and now getting in the backfield for a sack. He's been active on both sides of the football. John Edwards back deep. He's standing at his own 35. Another punting situation as Kinder Discovery runs on a guy late. Settling in Levon Brown. That one a low snap, and that one going to be fielded and wrapped up. Julius Brown back there to throw down the punter, Colton Ross. And that goes to even worse. And the Wampus Cats have it with goal to go.
Wampus Cats will have right field position Wampus Cat fans, let's hear it for the Wampus Cat special team unit.
So defense and special teams
From the 10-yard line.
giving it to Leesville on Kenner Discovery's 10. It's 1st and goal. They are looking to punch it in yet again. Broom in the gun. Braxton to his right. Play action. They'll look to throw. They'll throw this one up, and a little miscommunication on the route there for Seavey. Broom wanted to go to the back pylon. He kind of broke that route inside. It goes incomplete. I was about to say, he's about the only one that hasn't gotten involved into the end zone yet, as through 4 drives, it's been Julius Brown, Mike Davis Jr., Jacob Vahinig, and Grant Braxton, the most recent recipient of a touchdown. They're trying to get CV involved here. He split out wide. They'll go to the ground this time. Braxton inside the 10, stays on his feet, the 5. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. Braxton's second touchdown in 2 drives. 33-0 with 9:37 to play. Wampus Cats pouring it on. And we are awfully close to that running clock here. Sedmore on to attempt the extra point. Going to have to ice his leg after this one. Again, he kicked 8 last week, made all 8 in that win over LaGrange. Snap down, good hold, and the kick is good. 2 plays, 10 yards. Grant Braxton, a 10-yard rushing touchdown, his second of the night. 9:37 to play in the half. It's Leesville 34, Kenner Discovery 0. Listening to the Division II Select Playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
It's fall on the Bend, the perfect time to enjoy the great outdoors on Toledo Bend. Sabine River Authority invites you to head to Toledo Bend. Enjoy waterfront cabins at Cypress Bend Park or RVing at Pleasure Point and San Miguel Parks. There's plenty to do along Louisiana's largest waterway. Fish, boat, swim, and barbecue. Sabine River Authority, managing Louisiana's recreation destination. And this holiday season, plan a visit to Cypress Bend Park for festive holiday lights along the Bend. Sabine River Authority brings Toledo Bend to life.
Javon Fairley has scored again for the Dragons. They now lead Eunice 28-0. And here at Leesville, it is all Wampus Cats 34-0, 9:37 to play in the half. They will kick off yet again, and it is getting ugly out there. Sedmore gets the boot into it, and this is a great kick. Kind of angled this one to the sideline. That one does go into the end zone, unable to have that pigeon wedge check up at the 5. This one just bounces into the end zone for the touchback. And again, Swamp Owls in dire straits now, trailing by 34. But again, we talked about it. The way this new, with select, we see a lot of teams doing all the, baseball, basketball, softball, football. We see a lot of teams. The fun part is we see teams that we don't normally get to see. And that means we also don't know a lot about what they have and who they play. And again, Kenner Discovery in that tough district, also, just a baby in terms of program history. Again, didn't start playing until 2018, and they played a JV schedule. So they're less than 10 years into the program, trying to put something together here. They'll hand this one off, and that one's sniffed out immediately by Mason Williams. He wraps up Torres in the backfield, a big loss. Good to see Mason Williams flying around after he missed a few weeks. Again, just nothing doing for the Swamp Owls. And I was talking to a few guys over on the Kenner Discovery sideline, an older gentleman, involved with the program. He said he made the trip down from Lafayette as their volleyball team made it to the quarters, lost to St. Thomas More in Lafayette yesterday, so he just made the rest of the trip here. So, again, a young program trying to just get to where they can compete and then hopefully for them, win some championships down in that area. They'll throw this one out in the flats, and the pressure affected that throw big time as I think Pahinik comes up a little gimpy. Him and Mason Williams were applying the pressure. Pahinik a little frustrated as he's trying to walk it off, but that one incomplete, forces a 3rd and 15, and Pahinik's going to have to just go down to the ground. He is grabbing that ankle. So hopefully that is not too big of an injury, but again, up 34-0 in the second quarter. They may, unless they can work it out of him, they may sit him the rest of the day. But hopefully he can get back. We'll take an injury timeout. Wampus Cats 34, Swamp Owls nothing. It's the high school football game of the week on today's Country 105.7.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
Jacob Mahinek able to get to the sideline. So hopefully it's just minor. He'll be subbed off. Like Miles Marlin takes his spot. 3rd and long, here Discovery, trailing by 34. 3rd and 15, ball on their own 15. In the gun is Hernandez. He's looking to throw. Got a good jump over there on the edge, did Mason Williams. Pocket breaks down. Off he goes, and a big hit over there on the far sideline. A big hit up high. That was Ja'Cory Celestine delivering the blow over there. A minimal gain, and another 4th down coming here for the Swamp Owls.
John Edwards. Back to receive.
John Edwards had his hands on one on the last punt return attempt and was able to return it deep into Swamp Owl territory. Got to their 16, and he had a lot of green grass. He could have probably took it to the house. We'll see what he does here as he's standing at its own 50. Actually, the previous punt was not a punt. It actually got blown up. This one does get off, and it's a good punt. And that one hits him in the leg and rolls forward, but I think the Wampus Cats are going to field that. That is Marquell Williams. That one rolled right to him. Again, a tricky hop. And Edwards was trying to catch that one on a full sprint. It kind of checked up on him, hit his leg, bounced forward, and then that kind of night for the Wampus Cats as just like you draw it up, they'll get it at the Inter Discovery 35. With 7:44 to play in the half. Leesville in business again. Jalen James in the slot. He runs on late. Mike Davis nearest to us. Broom play action. He'll throw this one out. Nice little choice route over there by CV. Makes the catch, and he's slammed down. That was a great route over there by Logan Seavey. And put that foot in the dirt and cut over there on that little choice route. And Broom with a quick strike. Intrell Broom, 2,000-yard passing season. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. Also ran for nearly 200, had 6 touchdowns on the ground. Going to the air this time. Pocket breaks down on him. And off he goes, and he'll just dive forward and pick up a good chunk of it there on 2nd down, and it'll be about 3rd and 1. Once again, his 2nd year full-time starter. Had a great year last year. I guess if there are haters in the area, you know, rival schools and whatnot, they'd say, well, let's see you do it without the best running back in the state. He's followed up that first year with a really good one. Here he is on 3rd and 2. He's going long. He's got Davis in the end zone. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. An absolute dime from Terrell Broom to Mike Davis Jr. They hook up for the 2nd time. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. It's 40-0 with the extra point pending. 3rd and 2. They wanted it all. They got it. Davis got behind the defender as he's done all season long. His 2nd of the evening. And I think that Leesville going to go for 2 here to make it 42-0. And that's what they're going to do. They run on some guys late. Since they did have issues with one of the extra points. Braxton gets it on the handoff, looking for running room, bounces it out, now cuts it in, and he is into the end zone on the 2-point try. With 6:45 to play in the half, it is all Wampus Cats. Mike Davis Jr., his second of the evening, 42-0, Leesville over Kinder Discovery. You're listening to the high school football game of the week on today's Country 105.7.
This is State Representative Charles Owen. I'd like to wish the players, coaches, and managers of the Leesville High School Wampus Cats every success in this 2025 football season. I know you've worked very hard in the offseason, and I know your hard work and dedication are about to pay off for you in this new year. Your effort will make your community, your family, and your classmates at LHS proud of you, and you will earn everything that you get on that playing field. Thank you for your efforts. Go Cats.
Back here at Wampus Cat Stadium, 42-0, Leesville all over Kinder Discovery. A 35-yard scoring drive. They took advantage of the short field. A 26-yard touchdown reception on 3rd and 2 by Mike Davis Jr. from Trail Broom, his second of the game. Grant Braxton, 2-point conversion. That gave us 42-0. Coach Causey talking over here to the referee, maybe about the clock. And again, I guess it's got to be agreed upon by both teams. But it is 42-0, and we have a half of a quarter to play here in the first half. And again, when this happens, you feel for the team on the other side. Again, you take a 4-hour trip. I will say this. There were a good group of fans that made the trip, the cheerleaders, the dance line, the band. As this one is booted in through the back of the end zone. I think there may have been a penalty after the play, but didn't really see one. If not, said more with the howitzer strapped to his leg. He hammered that one. That'll be another touchback. So Kinder Discovery will start at their own 20. And it is 42-0. Every drive is a must score here. Again, getting ugly. As Leesville going to start cycling in as the coach or the referee is talking to Coach Causey, and he gave him the wind it signal. I think they're going to start the clock on this first play. But before they do, we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second break, come back. Kinder Discovery down 42 with the football on today's Country 105.7.
Hello, I'm Jacob McKee, owner of McKee Agency, and we're here to kick off the football season with peace of mind. At McKee Agency, we know the game isn't just about touchdowns. It's about protecting your team, too. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got the coverage you need to stay ahead of the game. Our expert agents are here to help you tackle any challenge so you can focus on cheering for your favorite team. Score big with McKee Agency, your choice for insurance. Call us today and get a free quote, 337-238-2832. Because every play counts, and so does every policy. McKee Agency, where protection is our game plan.
Back here after the timeout. And again, Leesville leads 42-0 over Kinder Discovery. 6:11 to play in the half. We should start to see that clock wind as the White Hat has his hand in the air. And the clock will start to wind here on 1st and 10. As Leesville will start to see him cycle in and out some guys to get some of those younger guys in, stay healthy. Mason Williams down there in that 3-point stance. They'll hand it off. And a nice little burst there from Torres, and he'll be chopped down after about a gain of 2. So, barring any kind of miracle unforeseen, since the days of the Bible, man getting up and walking, healing the blind, Leesville will advance into the regional round of the playoffs and set up a date with Lake Charles College Prep. And they had the bye as the 3 seed. For play action, that one nearly picked off as Daigle, the intended receiver, didn't really turn around. Jalen James actually got hands on it. That could have been intercepted. Actually, I'm sorry, that was Williams. James came over late, but Markel Williams, if he was playing the receiver, if he looks up, that went right into his hands, and he just reacted a little bit later. He'd had an interception. Kahina back out there for that play. He'll jog off. Devontae Hickman comes in. So it's Mason Williams, Hickman, and Javion Dixon down there in that 3-down lineman. A big burst here, and Torres will move the chains for the Swamp Owls. Nice little run there. As there's 4:40 and rolling here in the half, as we should have a running clock Mike Davis Jr. checks out. He was playing a couple snaps on D. Sheen West in there. It's in the secondary. It's West, Jalen Tucker, Jalen James, and Marquell Williams on the handoff. First down carry, and Torres picks up a nice gain there. About 5 yards on first down. Like we said, again, it's got to be tough. You take the 4+ hour trip down here. It's already 42-0. You just want to show a little bit of pride and maybe punch one into the end zone, but at least get out of here healthy. And I appreciate first-year head coach I'll tell you after this play. As they'll hand it off, kind of a counter handoff, and another first down by Torres. Torres running hard here. In first-year head coach at the program, only the second in history. Coach Brian Creighton, and coming over from West Jeff. He was a defensive coordinator at Landry Walker, was a star defensive player at his alma mater, John Ehret. John Ehret, also the alma mater of NFL 2000's great Cordell Stewart. And a minimal gain there for Torres. 2:58 to play here in the half. 42-0 Leesville leads. But again, I talked to him on Tuesday. He gave me a call. Tuesday was Veterans Day. I called the school Monday and told him to get with me and get a roster and some starters. Didn't call me Monday, but he called me Tuesday and said if I need anything else, let him know. And I started to do the roster, saw some numbers were missing, some names were kind of jumbled around. I said, Coach, I got a couple of questions, and right away he answered on the way back today. And I'll swing this one out of the flats. Dunbar makes a couple of guys miss and cuts it up the field. Gets up across the 45 to the 47, and he has another first down. I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. He's short. I was looking at the line of scrimmage down marker right in front of me. Got to get it into Leesville territory for the first down. He's 7 yards short. I was way off on that one. So again, Coach Creighton said, if you need anything else, let me know. He got to me right away. I really appreciate that. That means a lot when you're trying to prepare for the week. And like we said, you can tell, said this earlier, you can tell what programs and coaches kind of have it together because they're able to say, oh, yeah, I'll get you the roster immediately. Here's this, if you need anything. And you always wish those guys success because that means they have it all together, and eventually the success will come. They'll go to the ground here. Torres, big burst, then he's chopped down immediately when he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nearly ran into a brick wall right there. As pretty good job there by Devontae Hickman. And Miles Marlin coming up in that linebacker spot to plug the hole. And that'll be a fourth down punting situation. 125 and rolling. Leesville, for the moment, doesn't have anybody back deep. And Coach Causey gave the signal to don't go chase the punt block here. They'll just let this one roll, play it safe, just in case of a fake. Holden Ross is back. Nobody back deep for the Wampus Cats. High snap, but he feels it with one hand. He'll get that one off in a crowd. That was actually pretty impressive, all things considered. He had to kick that one with about 3 black jerseys in his hip pocket. And Coach Causey, I can hear from up here. He is yelling at his guys, what are we doing, as they were huddled around the football. You're going to get it back. You don't want to touch it and give it back to the Owls. Swamp Owls put it away. Leesville takes over with 37 seconds and rolling. Leesville has it at their own 44.
Into the Cats, Braden Vargas.
And we will have a new signal caller. Braden Vargas in there back. He got some run last week. So bear with us. Got a new running back in there as well. And with that running clock, we won't have to run a play. Clock rolls all the way down to zeros. The horn sounds, and that is the end of an impressive first half for the Wampus Cats. They put up 42 in the half. Again, a lot of quick strikes early and often. Everybody getting involved. They've got the starters out. The clock's running. So now the goal is to just get out of here healthy and get ready for next week. But it is halftime, so we'll try to get the situation for you. We may go a little bit minimal on the game clock. It will still run until points are scored. But at the half, it's all Wampus Cats over the Swamp Owls. Leesville leads Kinder Discovery 42-0.
Football. Ready, break. KVVP Leesville, DeRitter, Fort Polk. Today's Country 105.7.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Barksdale Federal Credit Union cares about you and your finances. That's why we offer free tools, like free financial counseling, free access to your credit score with monitoring tools and goal settings, and a free money management tool so you can see all of your accounts in one place, even from other banks. Offering more for over 70 years at Barksdale Federal Credit Union. Barksdale Federal Credit Union, celebrating 70 years. Federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Football season at Benoit Motors, we're here to help you avoid the fumble and cheer every drive with unbeatable deals across all your favorite brands. Nissan, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, Chevrolet, and GMC. Whether you're looking for a tough Ram to tackle any job, a sleek Nissan to drive the field, or a Ford or Chevy ready to rush through your day, Benoit Motors has the winning lineup. Don't drop the ball on savings. Our prices are touchdown worthy and our service is championship level. So gear up and head to Benoit Motors and let's make this season one to cheer about. BuyBenoit.com. With Benoit, every drive's a victory.
Healthcare is so important. That's why choosing the right pharmacy is just as important as seeing the right doctor. You want someone who treats you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way Pharmacy right here in Leesville is just that place. Thrifty Way Pharmacy is locally owned and operated by a caring and knowledgeable staff that will treat you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way cares for our community. Come home. Come to Thrifty Way Pharmacy. Thrifty Way Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Thrifty Way, your hometown choice.
Attention! Champion Homes Leesville is hiring skilled craftsmen to join their expanding team. Whether you're an electrician, plumber, welder, or mechanic, they have a spot for you. Benefits include company match 401k, paid vacation and holidays, medical, prescription, dental, vision, and life insurance. Still not convinced? Get this. They offer weekly production bonuses and a chance to be entered into weekly drawings of $500 with perfect work attendance. And you're eligible to purchase a Champion Home at retail cost after 1 year of employment. Don't overthink it. Visit championhomes.com to apply today.
Sports is all about team building. Winning's the goal, but the real learning experience is becoming a team member. And each young athlete is part of the team. The team at West Louisiana Dental Center proudly supports the Wampus Cats. From front desk reception to hygienist and orthodontist to family practice dentistry, their team salutes our young athletes on their teams. All sports, all teams, go team! West Louisiana Dental, 103 Bellevue in Leesville.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Honey, it's our favorite time of year, and I got you something to celebrate.
McRib! It's just what I wanted.
Happy McRib season, sweetie.
I love you.
I love you too.
Actually, I was talking to my McRib.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll leave you two alone.
Celebrate McRib season with McDonald's. Enjoy the deliciously saucy McRib. Only for a limited time and only at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's.
Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright would like to take this time to remind everyone of the importance of not driving while under the influence. Never get behind the wheel of an automobile while impaired. Drinking and driving is a behavior that endangers lives, including your own. Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright and his staff would like to commend the hard work shown throughout our area high school sports programs. Congratulations on a job well done.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
It's fall on the Bend, the perfect time to enjoy the great outdoors on Toledo Bend. Sabine River Authority invites you to head to Toledo Bend. Enjoy waterfront cabins at Cypress Bend Park or RVing at Pleasure Point and San Miguel Parks. There's plenty to do along Louisiana's largest waterway. Fish, boat, swim, and barbecue. Sabine River Authority, managing Louisiana's recreation destination. And this holiday season, plan a visit to Cypress Bend Park for festive holiday lights along the Bend. Sabine River Authority brings Toledo Bend to life.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
This is State Representative Charles Owen. I'd like to wish the players, coaches, and managers of the Leesville High School Wampus Cats every success in this 2025 football season. I know you've worked very hard in the offseason, and I know your hard work and dedication are about to pay off for you in this new year. Your effort will make your community, your family, and your classmates at LHS proud of you, and you will earn everything that you get on that playing field. Thank you for your efforts. Go Cats.
Hello, I'm Jacob McKee, owner of McKee Agency, and we're here to kick off the football season with peace of mind. At McKee Agency, we know the game isn't just about touchdowns. It's about protecting your team, too. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got the coverage you need to stay ahead of the game. Our expert agents are here to help you tackle any challenge so you can focus on cheering for your favorite team. Score big with McKee Agency, your choice for insurance. Call us today and get a free quote, 337-238-2832. Because every play counts, and so does every policy. McKee Agency, where protection is our game plan.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
Back here at Wampus Cat Stadium where it is halftime. And it is all Leesville over Kenner Discovery. The Wampus Cats and the Swamp Owls. And it was Kenner Discovery taking the football first. Got a first down on the first play of the game, and then a couple of negative plays. Wampus Cat defense getting after it, forced a punt. It took all of one play for the Wampus Cats to strike on their opening drive on offense. One play, 69 yards. It was Trell Broom to Julius Brown for the touchdown. Did it in 11 seconds with 9:17 to play. After the touchdown and the extra point by Ced Moore, Leesville led it 7-0. And again, another nice play from Kenner Discovery on first down, and then a couple of negative plays after that, forced another punt. And Leesville Struck again, a 65-yard touchdown from Trell Broom to Mike Davis Jr. this time. 4:30 to play in the first quarter. It was Leesville 14-0 over Kinder Discovery. Wampus Cat defense then forced a 3-and-out. Got it back. Decent return on the punt by Javon Edwards. Got it to the Kinder Discovery 16. And it was a 16-yard touchdown catch in one play by Jacob Pahinik. His second touchdown in as many weeks. This one through the air. And the extra point was no good after Sedmore hit his lineman in the back there. But again, he was probably worn out from kicking so much here early. 20-0, 2:29 left in the quarter at that point for the Wampus Cats. Then Kinder Discovery gets it, turns it over on the 4th down and 3, short by about a yard. And again, Leesville in 40 seconds gets good field position at the Kinder Discovery 41. And that's a 3-yard touchdown run from Grant Braxton. Extra point was good by Sedmore. So with 11 seconds left in quarter number 1, Leesville led it 27-0. They go into the second quarter. Jacob Pahinik got a sack on 3rd down, and the punt, the snap was low and had having trouble with it. Where the Swamp Owls, Julius Brown made the tackle back deep in their own territory. Leesville took over at the 10 of Kinder Discovery. 2 plays. First one an incompletion. And then Grant Braxton, his second touchdown in as many drives. This one a 10-yard run. Extra point good. 9:37 to play in the half. Leesville led it 34-0. Wampus Cat defense forced another 3-and-out. And again, this is when you know it's going well for you, when the punt checked up, hit Edwards in the foot, rolled forward about 15 yards, and Leesville pounced right on it. He fielded it closer to midfield, got it at the 35, did the Wampus Cats. Then on 3rd down and 2, Trell Broom went for it all. The second time he finds senior receiver Mike Davis Jr., this time from 26 yards out. Grant Braxton ran in the 2-point try. With 6:45 to play, Leesville led 42-0. And at that point, that set in motion the running clock. And then a punt on the next drive by Kinder Discovery. Clock was moving, so Leesville didn't have to run a play after they got the punt. And here we are at halftime. It's been all Wampus Cats, 42-0 over Kinder Discovery here in the bi-district round of the Division II Select Playoffs. Just some stats for you. Leesville has ran 13 plays in the first half, and they have scored 42 points. And that is pretty good and pretty efficient clip. Defensively, it's been a 3-parter here for the Wampus Cats to get to 42-0. Again, offensively, Julius Brown with a touchdown, Mike Davis Jr. with 2 touchdowns, Jacob Pahinik a touchdown, Grant Braxton with 2 rushing touchdowns, also a 2-point try. Trell Broom, 6 for 7, 202 yards, 4 touchdown passes in limited action. Again, a lot of that just 1- and 2-play drives. The only pass that hit the ground could have been a touchdown if him and receiver Logan Seavey could have got on the same page there. He'd have had another one. But again, 6 for 7, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns for Trell Broom. Sedmore 4 for 5 on his extra points. The Leesville defense only allowing 6 first downs and 0 for 7 on 3rd down with the Swamp Owls. So defensively, they are getting off the field, are the Wampus Cats defense. It'll be interesting to see how the running clock goes in the second half. Again, 42-0 Wampus Cats lead here, and they are almost certain to set up a date in round number 2 down in Lake Charles with LCCP. And again, that one, that would be the second straight year Leesville has won playoff game here at home, and they'll have to do it on the road next week. Again, looking pretty sharp so far here tonight. Trying to get you a score update from DeRidder. 28-0 was the last score I had. And again, that would set them up with a long trip in round number 2 to the top seed in Division II non-select, North DeSoto. They went up there a couple of years ago, and it got quick. That was after they got the win on the road as the 17th seed. They went down near Mandeville and picked up that win, a dramatic victory. And then they went on the road to play North DeSoto. They'll have to do it again next week. Obviously, they'd have to hold on. But, again, it's all good here at Wampus Cat Stadium. Leesville is on their way to round number 2 as they are up 42-0 over the Swamp Owls. They're up 28-0. But, yeah, again, it's been all Wampus Cats here at the half. Again, they just played a game on the field here with cheerleaders and some students. There's money in the blow-up footballs. Coach Maddox, or Vice Principal Maddox and Principal Heyman down there, there's money all over the field. I'm about to have to, Mike, I'm putting this headset down. I'm going down there. There's all kind of dollar bills on the field right now. But let me see what's going on and try to describe this to you. Is there blindfolds on there are people on their hands and knees trying to find money. Can't see the face of the students. I think the cheerleaders are trying to guide the students to pick the money up. Yeah, they're blindfolded. That's crazy. So they had money all over the field, and they had a couple of students with blindfolds on crawling around. I guess the cheerleaders were trying to describe to them where the money was. I guess they had to pick up as much as possible. Mike, I could have done that. Got us some money. We could have some snack money here. Again, halftime here in Leesville, and it has been all Wampus Cats. Again, they are looking forward to a regional date with LCCP. Again, the other area team in the playoffs, just 2 tonight, but Kinder Yellow Jackets on a bye. They got the 4 seed in the Division III non-select playoff bracket. They are waiting on the 13-20 matchup tonight. That is Pine and Kaplan, so they'll be at home. And Coach Justin Reed had a pretty good season, 10-0 district champs down there in Yellow Jacket country. But again, all Wampus Cats here tonight as they lead it at the half, 42-0. We'll take a quick break, come back for second half kickoff here of the Division II Select by District Playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Barksdale Federal Credit Union cares about you and your finances. That's why we offer free tools, like free financial counseling, free access to your credit score with monitoring tools and goal settings, and a free money management tool so you can see all of your accounts in one place, even from other banks. Offering more for over 70 years at Barksdale Federal Credit Union. Barksdale Federal Credit Union, celebrating 70 years. Federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Football season at Benoit Motors, we're here to help you avoid the fumble and cheer every drive with unbeatable deals across all your favorite brands. Nissan, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, Chevrolet, and GMC. Whether you're looking for a tough Ram to tackle any job, a sleek Nissan to drive the field, or a Ford or Chevy ready to rush through your day, Benoit Motors has the winning lineup. Don't drop the ball on savings. Our prices are touchdown worthy, and our service is championship level. So gear up and head to Benoit Motors, and let's make this season one to cheer about. BuyBenoit.com. With Benoit, every drive's a victory.
Healthcare is so important. That's why choosing the right pharmacy is just as important as seeing the right doctor. You want someone who treats you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way Pharmacy right here in Leesville is just that place. Thrifty Way Pharmacy is locally owned and operated by a caring and knowledgeable staff that will treat you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way cares for our community. Come home. Come to Thrifty Way Pharmacy. Thrifty Way Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Thrifty Way, your hometown choice.
Attention! Champion Homes Leesville is hiring skilled craftsmen to join their expanding team. Whether you're an electrician, plumber, welder, or mechanic, they have a spot for you. Benefits include company match 401k, paid vacation and holidays, medical, prescription, dental, vision, and life insurance. Still not convinced? Get this. They offer weekly production bonuses and a chance to be entered into weekly drawings of $500 with perfect work attendance. And you're eligible to purchase a Champion home at retail cost after 1 year of employment. Don't overthink it. Visit championhomes.com to apply today.
Back here at Wampus Cats Stadium, getting ready to start the second half. And, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention at the break, Leesville get the football to start the second half here. They're up 42-0. And they will get it to start. And it looks like we've got 12 minutes on the clock, so no shortened second half for the moment. Again, there'll be a new cast of characters jumbling in, cycling in. And the goal here for the Wildcats, just get out of here healthy, get ready for next week. And you have a date with the 3 seed. The Blazers. Again, another decent mascot matchup, Blazers Wampus Cats. We could have Blazers Wampus Cats, Dragons Griffins next week. Swamp Owls kicking off from right to left on your radio dial. Boot meets football. And this one going to be fielded inside the 15. Edwards with a full head of steam. Helmet comes off. He stays up. Dives across the 30. And that should be a face mask. Edwards' lid came off and slung out back behind him, and he kept going. And he's got a big head of hair there. And all of a sudden, the helmet came off, and his hair just went flying. Good return there for Edwards. So they'll tack on the penalty yardage. He got to the 31, I believe, and now they will add on, I guess. And they do add on now. Ball moves to the Leesville 45.
At their 45-yard line.
So they will start with decent field position. Handoff up the middle, crossing midfield.
Crossing across midfield.
I don't have a 41 on my roster. I believe they said Aiden Graham.
5 yards. He started right at midfield.
And it is Aiden Graham. And he'll get the carry again and gets into Swamp Owl territory. So it'll be a lot of Aiden Graham.
Third down.
Again, new quarterback, Brady Vargas. He got some run last week. Receivers, Logan Seavey, he's still out there. They're trying to get him into the end zone, man. He hasn't had one all year. Had 200 yards receiving. They'll go to the ground here. And hard running on third down and about 4 by Graham. He'll be a couple shy of the first down. Opening drive in the second half here for the Wampus Cats. 42-0 they lead over Kinder Discovery. And they'll go for it here on 4th and short. We're going to go quickly. Braden Vargas, the junior, gets the puppies lined up here on 4th down. Play action, he's looking to go to the air, and that catch is made, and that's James. Jalen James spins out of a tackle, and deep into Swamp Owl territory he goes. They'll knock him out of bounds around the 25, depending on the spot. And a nice catch run there from Jalen James. Again, one of those freshmen that has been called upon here towards the back half of the season. Picks up the first down, and a nice throw from Vargas. He gets him lined up again. James in the slot. CV out wide near side. Trying to see who that is out wide. Could be Caden Kaye. They'll go to the ground. Graham looking to get outside. Now he cuts it in. Nice blocking out there by his receivers. And he gets across 15. So good opening drive here by the second unit for the Wampus Cats. And they've got some new linemen cycling in as well. And they're moving the line of scrimmage. Doing a good job here on this opening drive. 3 minutes into the second half. They'll go back. This time it'll be Vargas. Pulls it on the read option, and he goes down. That's a pretty good tackle in the backfield. That is Colton Ross. He's been active, but not for the way that the Swamp Owls have won. He's punted a ton. This time he gets the tackle for loss. Nice job there to read the quarterback Vargas on the pull, and he'll drop in for about a 4-yard loss. You can hear a pin drop in this place. As again, Leesville out front comfortably. 2nd and 14. Ball at the Swamp Owl 19. He'll hand it off. Graham patiently waits. Now gives a burst. Spins out of a tackle. No whistle. Still on his feet, and he'll be finally thrown down to the 10. Again, he was just kind of hanging around back there behind the lineman. Nobody really had him wrapped up. And he spins out. Picks up about 4 yards. So a heck of a second effort there, and heads up play to not hear a whistle and keep running.
Third down. from the 10.
3rd down and 5, ball at the 10-yard line. Vargas in the gun. Graham to his left. He'll hand it off and met at the line of scrimmage, but bouncing out of the tackle and falling forward. He'll be a couple of yards shy of the 5-yard line. But Aiden Graham running violently here. Again, he was stoned at the line of scrimmage. And Coach Causey is getting the field goal unit out there to try to get some points here on this drive. 7:32 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Leesville leads it 42-0. And I think this is a good idea. You want to maybe get said some work here. Holder, Logan Seavey is at the 15. 25-yard attempt here. Plenty of time as they'll rush on the field goal unit. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Moore waiting to step it off here. Snap high, but a good hold there, and the kick is good. So Sid Moore knocks in one from 25 yards out. Coach Causey approves, got the hands in the air. And the Wampus Cats add on 45-0, 6.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd. You're listening to the Division II Select Playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
Sports is all about team building. Winning's the goal, but the real learning experience is becoming a team member. And each young athlete is part of the team. The team at West Louisiana Dental Center proudly supports the Wampus Cats. From front desk reception to hygienist and orthodontist to family practice dentistry, their team salutes our young athletes on their teams. All sports, all teams, go team. West Louisiana Dental, 103 Bellevue in Leesville.
45-0. Leesville now leads after the 25-yard field goal by Sid Moore. Wampus Cats 55 yards on scoring drive. Over in DeRidder, just out of the half, they lead 28-8.
Scoring with a touchdown pass covering 16 yards. We'll have more.
Again, you can flip over to that one if you want to check it out. Here, Mr. Mike Isles and Derek Lee. 28-8 over Eunice as they await the trip up to Stonewall. North DeSoto, the 1C. That one fielded and fair caught just shy of the 20.
At the 23-yard line.
That was Aravici, the man who waved the hand up. Again, Kinder Discovery making the trip. About a 4+ hour drive.
4 yards and 10
if you're just joining us late, it's been some of the second unit guys getting in here from about halfway through the 2nd quarter. Ball starts at the Kinder Discovery 23, and that is where they will operate here. They'll hand this one off. That's going to be Dunbar. Makai Dunbar looking for the edge. He's got it. He's got a big burst, 40, midfield, and he is gone. Man, he turned on the Jets and into the end zone. That was Makai Dunbar. 77-yard touchdown run. We said it. He was showing off some dynamic ability there in the first half, and he got the edge, and it was all she wrote. So one play, 77-yard run. And the Swamp Owls will line up for the extra point. Watching a couple of their games, they actually ran a 2-kicker system out there. Usually they say if you got 2 kickers, you got no kickers. But both of these guys were able to kick. This is senior Anthony Padron. Snaps high, but a good hold, and a kick is good. So they get the senior into the scoring column. He gets some hugs from his teammates. But an electric run there from Makai Dunbar has the Swamp Owls on the board. 45-7, 3:30 and counting to play in the 3rd. It's high school football game of the week on today's Country 105.7.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Back here at Wampus Cat Stadium, Swamp Owls get on the board. That was a pretty impressive run there. Dunbar showing off the wheels. He turned on the Jets once he got to the corner over there on the far sideline. 77-yard rushing touchdown from Mekhi Dunbar. Again, he is a senior over there from Kidder Discovery. Extra point good by another senior, Anthony Padron. Clock still rolling, 2:24 and counting here. We've been at the running clock. Leesville will get it. We think, unless there's some tricks up the sleeves of the Swamp Owls here. They're kicking off. It's for Drone again. And when I was watching some of the games, it's Casey Mitchell as well. Well, this one a good kick, end over end, and Julius Brown back there fields it at the 5. See what he can do with it. Makes a cut, and another. And at the 40 he goes. He's got a convoys in midfield, 45-40, and they will ride him out of bounds. But a good return by Julius Brown. He was looking for the end zone again. Got one on the first offensive play from scrimmage for the Wampus Cats, trying to get back in there again, but a really good return by the sophomore Julius Brown, who again has really impressed. The games we've done the last couple of seasons, him and Davis are just a heck of a wide receiver combo. Might be the best 1-2 in the area. Actually, probably are. It's not even close. 66-yard return.
Julius Brown, Wampus Cats again, 1st and 10. Number 28.
And they are at Kidder Discovery's 28. Vargas hands it off. And after a couple yards, Aiden Graham going to be stacked up. Yeah, look, Davis, 35 catches, 900 yards, 26 yards per catch. That's impressive. That's been added to tonight. 12 touchdowns on the year. Julius Brown, 42 catches, 611 yards for a 14.5-yard average. 8 touchdowns in the regular season. So 20 regular season touchdowns between the two. And then add 3 more to that. 2 from Davis, 1 from Brown tonight. Through the air. Terrell Broom has lit it up. Graham carries. This time he'll be stacked up for a loss. As Colton Ross with the tackle for a loss. Ryan Master up here in the booth. 22 seconds left here in the quarter. Leesville may just let this one run out. I was trying to get a possible destination for the game, but I've got better breaking news for all YouTube TV subscribers. The Disney channels are back on YouTube TV. They've reached a deal with Disney as the quarter ends. What news? 45-7 Wampus Cats lead Kidder Discovery. We'll play the final 12 minutes right after this on today's Country 105.7.
Honey, it's our favorite time of year, and I got you something to celebrate.
A McRib! It's just what I wanted.
Happy McRib season, sweetie.
I love you.
I love you too.
Actually, I was talking to my McRib.
Oh, okay, well, I'll leave you two alone.
Celebrate McRib season with McDonald's. Enjoy the deliciously saucy McRib, only for a limited time and only at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's.
Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright would like to take this time to remind everyone of the importance of not driving while under the influence. Never get behind the wheel of an automobile while impaired. Drinking and driving is a behavior that endangers lives, including your own. Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright and his staff would like to commend the hard work shown throughout our area high school sports programs. Congratulations on a job well done.
Back here at Wampus Cats Stadium. Wampus Cats play a 3rd down and 10 here to start the 4th quarter. That snap a little awry, and Vargas gets drilled in the backfield down at the 40. And that drive will be stalled out. Again, Leesville's opponent next week, LCCP, the Blazers, don't have a home stadium, so we have no idea where that game's going to be. We'll keep you posted. 28-8 into the third quarter in DeRidder. They do know where they'll be. They'll be at Stonewall in North DeSoto. Fourth down, they'll go for it here. That one goes through the hands of James and Seavey. So, turnover on downs. .11:03 on the clock here, and Kenner Discovery will get it at the 35. And again, if you are a YouTube TV subscriber and you've tried to watch college football the last few weeks, you ain't been able to catch the ESPN games. ABC, ESPN have not been on there. SEC Network. But guess what? If you want to watch LSU tomorrow and you have YouTube TV, they're back. So good news for everyone is, again, I have that, but I will be heading down early in the morning to watch the Tigers and the Hogs. They'll get it out in space here. Dunbar, a lot of running room. He's across midfield, a little stutter step. And they'll finally drag him down with the Wampus Cats. Dragged down by Malachi Simmons into Wampus Cat territory. Again, nice little play design there. Kind of a little play action back to the near side. All the flow of the play went over to the far sideline.
45-yard line. Fourth down.
So a 1st and 10, 9:58 and counting here in the ball game. They'll hand this one off Torres, and he is bottled up at the line of scrimmage.
Ashton Blaylock with the tackle.
Ashton Blaylock with the tackle. 2nd down and 10. Clock moves, 9:34 to play in the ball game. 45-7, Leesville leads. Kenner Discovery scored on their previous possession. Second down and 10. Moving from left to right on your radio dial. They'll swing it out. That one tipped off the hands of Dunbar. Nearly intercepted over there on the far sideline. It wasn't Michael Gargas over there nearest to it.
Michael Gargas in coverage. 3rd down.
So that will be a 3rd and 11. 8:38 and winding is the clock. Little shuffle there on the line as now the receiver comes in motion. There are about 4 guys moving. They'll look to throw. They got a man open on the wheel route, and it was nearly intercepted off the hands of the intended receiver and nearly into the hands of a Wampus Cat. It was Reed Daigle, the intended receiver. And a nice little play design on the wheel route. Leighton Combs was the one that almost had the interception.
4th down.
So now it'll be 4th down. And we'll see if the punting unit comes on. Looks like Torres, the running back, still out there. Hernandez is now going with the rest of the offense to the sideline. And it looks like the man who's been punting back there all night, Colton Ross, he'll go back. 7.5 minutes and counting here in the ball game. Coach Maddox must have forgotten about me. 35-8 DeRidder. Javon Fairley, 3rd touchdown from 40 yards out, 3rd of the night from 40-plus. He is putting on a show over there at Cecil Doyle, so the Dragons all but certain to move on into round 2. They'll win a playoff game for the 2nd time in 3 years. This one punted into the back of the up man, and they will sling down the punter, Ross. He hit his up man right into the back. That's going to hurt in the morning. That was Keelan Ray.
1st and 10.
So bad to worse. Swamp Owls turn it over, but they don't even flip the field as that one drilled right in the back. Leesville takes over at the 44-yard line of Kinder Discovery. We're going to maybe get this second unit in there and put the cherry on top of this one. And there's a run to the near side. That is Javon Edwards this time getting a carry. We've seen him return some kicks.
With the tackle on Edwards. Second down.
And I'm getting fake news out there from my Dragon correspondent, Marty Reed. He said, take out that one. That was maybe a 25-yarder from Fairley. Edwards, another nice carry here. And inside the 30 he goes for the first down. 5:40 to play in the ball game.
Mike Morrison. Ross combined for the stop.
Ross and Mike Morrison combined for the stop, or that one could have went for a long ways. First and 10, Wampus Cats. 5.5 minutes of play here in this ball game. They'll motion the H-back across the formation. And before we have a play, we will have a flag, and that'll be encroachment on the Swamp Owls.
Offside penalty will be assessed. 5 yards. Down to the 23-yard line.
So that'll move the ball deeper into Kinder Discovery territory. 23-yard line now. Wampus Cats will hand it to Edwards. He's going to have to make some guys miss the backfield. Still on his feet, trying to get the corner. He will not. That's a great job of pursuit there, and I believe that's Dunbar, and it is on the tackle. Man, he's been all over the field tonight.
Dunbar with the stop. Fans are reminded you are not to enter the field. Stay off of the playing field at the conclusion of the game tonight.
Again, during that timeout, going into the fourth quarter, they made an announcement over the PA, as I'll tell you after this first down carry. Edwards, a couple of cuts, and he's inside the 10. Looks like they may mark him at the 9. And actually, they'll mark him right at the 10. I thought he may have fell over a body. But 4 touchdown passes tonight from Trell Broom, all in the first half. 27 on the season now. And in a 2-season span, which is still going, here's the carry. First down and goal from the 10. Edwards churning his way down to the 5. But in a 2-game season that is still ongoing, 52 touchdown passes for Trell Broom, his second season as a starter. That is good for 3rd all-time in program history. So congrats to Trell as he moves into the top 3. And look, he's got some meat on the bone. He's only a junior. Edwards gets the handoff, cuts it back against the grain, and he is stoned at about the 3, but he's getting some push from his offensive lineman. No whistle yet. Still pushing, and down at the 1. I thought they were about to throw both hands up for the touchdown. All those guys up front wanted the touchdown, but, yeah, no whistle. They started giving him a little bit of support. One of those guys in there that has played most of the game, but, again, got some kickoff return and punt return duties. Now 3rd and goal from the 1. Vargas in the gun. Edwards to his left. They'll go to Edwards, and this time he will not be denied. Into the end zone for the touchdown. It goes Javon Edwards. And the Wampus Cats have a 50-burger. Two and a half minutes and counting here in the ball game, as we've got whistles everywhere. Confetti still flying. Said more out there, so they look like they're trying to kick the field goal. And Coach Kazi out here is having to corral the kicking ball. He'll show off the cannon. Little wobbling spiral down to the 20, but it got to Said Moore. He didn't get to warm up, so Wampus Cats try for the extra point here as the clock reads 2 minutes and winding, as it's been all Wampus Cats tonight. Snap down, hold is good, and the kick right between the uprights and good. It has been all Wampus Cats tonight, and Javon Edwards puts the cherry on top of this one. And the Leesville Wampus Cats, with about 90 seconds remaining, lead 52-7 over the Kinder Discovery Swamp Owls. Take a 30-second break, come back, and close this one out on today's Country 105.7.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Leesville has the kickoff team out there. The play clock is not going to run, but the game clock will, and I think they're going to make Leesville kick. They were getting ready to line up at midfield. Kinder Discovery's got the kick return unit out there. Leesville's going to kick this one off, may just dribble it down. Well, now it looks like they're just going to wave them to the sideline now. That's exactly what we were trying to do before. As the final 15 seconds will tick off. And for the second straight year, the Leesville Wampus Cats have won a playoff game. And this one in resounding fashion from the jump. They got out in a hurry. 52-7, the Wampus Cats are victorious over the Kinder Discovery Swamp Owls as the two teams line up at midfield to shake hands. And Leesville moving on to the regional round of the Division II Select Playoffs. They will face the Lake Charles College Prep Blazers, the 3 seed. And again, the two teams line up. Kinder Discovery, congratulations on a great season. Again, that's a tough road trip to make. We wish all those guys a safe trip back. And Coach Creighton, again, appreciate all the help he gave me this week. It'll be interesting to follow their success down there in that tough district in that New Orleans area. Hopefully they can build and continue to grow the program. And who knows, maybe we'll see them again down the road. But it's all Wampus Cats tonight here in Leesville. They are moving on to the second round, 52-7. 4 touchdown passes from Terrell Broom, a couple of rushing touchdowns from Grant Braxton, 2 receiving touchdowns from Mike Davis, a receiving touchdown each from Julius Brown and Jacob Pahinig. And Javon Edwards capped it off there late for the final touchdown for the Cats. Again, we will break this game down, and the Dragons game, they should be on their way to a victory as well down in DeRidder. They'll be moving on to round 2 to face North DeSoto. Leesville moving on to face LCCP. We will break down those matchups, recap what we saw here tonight and over in DeRidder. We will recap all that Tuesday night on the Gridiron Gumbo Show. Me, Derek Lee, Mike Cole back in studio. Also, be on the lookout because we will be more than likely starting our road to the championships on the hardwood next week, trying to find us a game. There's been a lot of great games in the area, a lot of great teams in our area. They are rocking and rolling. We've had some of the smaller schools have already gotten going, and the bigger schools have the jamboree. So it is also not only playoff football time, basketball season has tipped as well. So be on the lookout for that. Check out the West Central Sports page, and we'll let you know where we'll be on the hardwood and possibly next week as well for the playoffs. We will let you know that. For Michael back in studio, I'm Sean Larken. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations to the Wampus Cats. Have a great weekend, and we will see you Tuesday night on the Gridiron Gumbo Show. This has been the Division II Select Playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week. Now, back to today's Country 105.7.